What is up, guys? It's Mitchell or Deity, and today we're going to be starting episode 3 of the guide series. So, those of you guys that are waiting for me, I'm sorry. I woke up a little bit sick this morning. But the first thing is always go in and check your guild. So, we are on day 2 login. So, with day 2 login, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and claim everything from day 2 login. So, we're going to be getting this free attack set. This free attack set's very important. And then we're going to be getting this additional login bonuses as well. And then also we always have this ability to move to the link, and it's going to give us, it'll pop out a thingy and then we can receive it. It's going to be Leafs. This is every time there's an update to the game, it'll give you some information there. And I'm just going to claim anything that I have with 4 days left on it because we're going to be doing a lot of farming today. So here is all the basic stuff, and then from here, make sure you donate your aid. If you are not in a guild, I have a Discord link down in the description. Be sure to join a guild as fast as possible. The reason we are worrying about that so much is you get a free character from doing so much aid. Always request Wyvern Claws again for that. But the first thing, obviously, we go in, we do our free summons. This is going to be our first daily thing every day. Make sure you get those. So from here, didn't really get anything that I care about, and we go again, and we get nothing again. Another Magaharas. So a couple of characters, couple of everything. But again, any duplicate characters you get feed to themselves. And in terms of artifacts, we're sitting at 33 of 100. We're nowhere close to filling this up. I will go over this. Pretty much every 3-star artifact you can sell, except for I would save an Exorcist Tonfa. And then from there, any Daydream Jokers are the only 2 artifacts I really think are kind of important to notate in terms of 3-star artifacts. So once all that's done, I'm going to go ahead and talk about what we're going to be doing today. And that is, first up, we're going to be going through unrecorded history. So the most important thing on our account is getting our account to level 25. I told you guys to do this yesterday. Maybe you're already done. I'm going to just do a quick update as to what I'm going to do, and then I'll go do it and come back. So those of you guys that are ahead, just give it a couple seconds and I'll catch up to you. So with this, we want to get as far as we can into this. I'm probably going to push up to about stage 13. And then next up from here, I'm going to go in and I will be getting to the side story. I'm going to go ahead and finish this. And then from there, I'm going to do a little bit of adventure until my account is ranked 25. And then once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what everything is looking like. So first up, though, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to come onto my free spirit tier. Bad choice of words. I'm going to go to free spirit area and I am going to equip her with this new attack set. So with this attack set, normally I go ahead and do it a little bit differently and use the other set. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. So this set right here will be our free spirit area. The reason we're doing this is because we're going to be utilizing her as a farmer. So taking her off the speed set is going to lower her stats overall, in terms of she won't get as much damage out, but we're going to put that speed gear onto our Spectre Tenebria for now, and that will make it to where our 2 damage dealers are going to be both geared up on relatively decent sets, at least good enough to get us through the game. So one thing with Epic 7 is you'll notice my sets are broken. This attack set isn't doing anything for me, and that is fine. That doesn't really matter. This attack set is mainly there for just the stats. You don't always have to finish a set. That is one thing I want to show you guys early. So with this, we have 4-piece speed, which does finish the set, but these 2 offset pieces are okay. And then with these, we'll upgrade these slightly. I'll show you guys as I upgrade gear, just so you are aware as to where I am at in terms of the overall power of my characters. But the first thing we want to do after we do that is we're going to go ahead and go over here to the shop. We are going to do a bunch of labyrinth entries. Also, make sure you grab this every single day. I will show you guys a daily routine to get into after this video, going into day 3. But for right now, we'll go ahead and just do the normal daily. So if you go to your friendship shop, you can buy 40 stamina here as well. But then we want to go to our labyrinth shop. So labyrinth shop, again, this does not matter which ones you buy, but you want to always spend your labyrinth tokens on charms. So we're going to go ahead and split up our labyrinth tokens into the 2 types of charms. That's going to give us a lot of extra power on our character. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and increase this up to +9 for now. And then that gives us, oh my gosh, this is rolling insane actually for a T70 piece. I'm going to go ahead and put this at +12. Holy cow. Okay, and then next up, we're going to go ahead to this, and I'm going to boost this up to +12 as well. And then I'm going to upgrade her other gear. So for her other gear, we're going to go ahead and take these boots up to +12. And we're going to take the sword to as high as we can as well. And that'll give us some of the flat attacks. So the attack percent is always the first goal. And then past that, the flat attack is going to help us out a lot as well. So from here, we'll go out. Then we want to upgrade this to +9 if we can. And it's only going to let us go to +8. And for the last piece, we're going to go ahead and just upgrade it with whatever we got. We'll just click +15. If you don't have the charms, it'll just upgrade what you can upgrade. And there we go. There's a free Spiritea to work with. We have our Destina still on the same gear. We have our Spectre Tenebria a little bit better geared now. And we have our Raz. So that is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to go ahead and push through a bunch of stuff. I will come back once I've done everything that I've said, show you where I'm at, and then tell you what to work on next. But again, the biggest goal is getting your account to rank 25, because that will be necessary before we go into the next steps of the guide. Okay, I will be back in just a couple minutes. Okay, one other thing that I did not talk about yet is depending on when you start, I wasn't sure about covering this, but just in case you guys are starting right when I am, always go into the event tab and then look and see what all's in here. And sometimes there's going to be different events that are like bigger events that you have to go in and click start on. We don't have any of those right now. We did just have a Moonlight 5 event going that you could have started. But I don't think I started this guide in time. So we have those events all the time. But again, just make sure, go into your events tab. You can grab all your stuff from whatever day login you're at. If you're on day 2, day 3, just make sure you grab all this stuff. And I will only grab the stuff for day 2. But from here, just if there is anything with any kind of event, just make sure it's going. And then from there, just go ahead and get out of there and go back to what you're doing. So, sorry, I just want to put that just in case the headhunt event was available. Sometimes there's gear events that give crazy gear. Sometimes there's character events that give Moonlight 5 characters of your choice. A lot of good events in E7, but for right now, there are none going. So, we'll go ahead and go back to our regular getting to where I needed to go. All right, so once you are to rank 25, we are going to go ahead and get our first pet. So, with pets, you are going to end up having to spend a ton of gold, and I will show you guys how to farm gold, how to farm everything really quickly. So the first up part, wait, what is this? They allow you to repeat battles. What is this currency here? I guess that's a side story currency. Okay, so you can just pick whichever pet you want. It doesn't matter from right here. So just grab whatever you want. Wow, you're really good. All right, so your ultimate goal is to get a pet that has double AP or chance for extra catalyst, okay? That is the best pet you can start with, because we're going to be farming what is called unrecorded history. So every day you're going to get 1 free pet ticket. And then from here, you can go into the pet shop and you can buy pet tickets with the gold. We're going to go ahead and spend around 2 million. Hopefully you guys have the gold to do that. And then we are going to end up buying all those out with gold. Never buy them with skystones, always buy them with gold. Okay, so once you get your first little batch there, we're going to go ahead and adopt, and then we're going to do a 10 summon here. So each pet has a rank for their skill, and the higher the rank is, the higher the skill ability is going to be. So this one is A rank, and it has a 5.4 chance to double Rift Energy. So our goal, again, is to get a pet that has double AP or extra catalyst. And if you don't get one, you will just use your pet you currently have. It's not a big deal. You will eventually get the pet you want. But anything below B rank at the start, you can go ahead and get rid of. I'm going to auto select B rank and below, and I'm going to release them. So we didn't get any B rank of the pets that we were looking for. So I'm just going to go ahead and sell these. The reason you sell these is you get these currency. This will allow you to upgrade your pets. So with upgrading the pets, you're going to be able to have multiple skills on them. So as you see, they start with 1 skill. I will do a full-on pet guide as to all the best pets as an individual video. I have a bunch of individual videos set up that will be like specialized things, so where you guys can go and just watch that, because the point of this guide is just get you moving. And if you want to learn like the small details of everything and how to min-max or whatever, then there will be the little side guides. So with this, we just got an S rank. S rank is the best pet you can get. Your goal is to get all S rank for all the abilities that you want to do. So this one is a chance to receive an epic rune for Spirit Altar. So there are pets for Spirit Altar, regular general farming for adventure, and there's going to be a hunt pet, there's going to be a rift pet, and then there's going to be a lobby pet. So the first lobby pet that we are going to put on, we're going to see if we have any lobby or any pets for, as you see here, it has a symbol for the lobby. And the best lobby pets are going to be gold increase isn't too bad. And then the best one is going to be the EXP increase, or any of these EXP increases once. So this one is enhancement, good success rate. That's probably not too bad. This one is going to be enhanced good rate. This is enhanced equipment EXP. This is the one that I would say is the overall best. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to set this one to our lobby for now just at least gives us something. The enhanced EXP charms are really hard to get in the game, so the sooner you get one of these pets, a 2.5% chance obviously isn't that crazy, but it does add up over time. So now, whenever you have your pets, you're going to go ahead and again release any that are B or below. If they are not, if they're a B rank of the skill we want of double AP, you can go ahead and keep them. And then we're going to go ahead and release all of these. Okay, and then we'll end up buying more pets as we get going further along. But again, your overall goal, I got lucky and got the double AP right here, but it's only B rank, so ideally we would have liked to get higher. So from right here, if you would like, or if you do get one of the better pets, what you want to do is go into level up, and then you want to auto select your crystals that you just got from selling the other ones. It's going to boost them up, and then you can synthesize your pet. And then if you had one that had the proper skill, so let's just say you had one that had double AP of either B rank, A rank, or S rank, any of those would be great, or a chance to get an extra catalyst of B rank, A rank, or S rank. You would go into here, you would do what I just did, you would select skills to inherit, and then you would click on the S rank ability, or whichever ability you ended up getting, click confirm, and then you would go down to here, you would put one into here, this raises your chance, so when you synthesize pets, there's a chance that they can fail, so you always want to max this out. And then from here you can go ahead and click synthesize. Once you have everything selected, you can also, if you get a purple pet, those are just rare cosmetic pets, but you can just go ahead and click synthesize and go to the next thing. So you also select the appearance. So if you, what I was saying, if you get a moonlight pet, you want to go select the appearance of it. So I did get an extra S rank ability. So whenever you do synthesize to 2-star, you do get a new ability on them as well, and it can be the ability you're looking for. So if you didn't get any, you can just level up one pet, synthesize it, and see if the new ability or new abilities that it comes with just don't select an ability. I will have a guide going over it all much more in detail. This is just a quick guide. Most of you probably just use the pet that the game gave you for now. It's not a big deal not to have the double AP. It just gives, again, a little bit of bonus. So now that we are done with all that, our next goal is going to be, well, I'll show you how to use the pets. Okay, so if you go into, say we're farming unrecorded history, and hopefully you guys got about to where I am. I think I got to stage 15. I got stage 15. So whenever you're climbing through this, you're going to get some extra gold here. You could use that to buy pet tickets as well. And then you claim all this. There's going to be some more Breath of Orbises. I'll show you where to spend them. And then from right here, we also have the AP exchange. So this is where you go in to get catalysts. As you're farming unrecorded history is going to be 90% of the progression of your account. You are going to be farming it nonstop. And by farming it nonstop, usually what I have new players do is go to stage 5, and then you're going to go ahead and set your pet, travel together with the pet, and now you have the ability to auto battle. If you want to change the number of auto battles, you click here and you can adjust to how many it does per batch, and this will just battle in the background. So with having this going, you can just be doing multiple things all the time. And the reason you do this is because this will farm you stigma. So farming stigma from this allows you to trade stigma in for penguins, which you could sell for gold. It farms you AP to get catalyst, and it farms stigma also to trade in to make 6 stars. So farming this is going to be what gets your account to a really good spot really fast. So with farming this, eventually we'll end up speed farming, and once we get to stage 30 of unrecorded history, we will be able to go in and farm that stage. That stage is just a lot better than this one. The reason we farm stage 5 at first is because it gives an epic catalyst, but once you get to stage 30, it's a lot faster. It doesn't have an epic catalyst drop, but it's not a big deal. You get way more stigma out of it. So you just set this, and then if you want to go in to do any other kind of battle, you click the button here and set it to the background battle, and now we can go do anything else while that is farming. So that is going to be building up EXP, stigma, and everything for us while we go and work on other things. Now from here, we're going to have the secret shop. This is where you spend your sky stones. So I will explain that. You don't need to do it right now, but whenever you are going to spend sky stones to try to do summons, you spend them in the secret shop. So right here, because they drop bookmarks. So you want to level it up. Under my face cam, I'm clicking level up. You want to spend your gold to level it up, but they will have bookmarks in here that you can buy with gold. It will also have mystic medals in here. This is one of the main ways you get mystic medals on your account. So if you click down at the bottom left, it says 3 sky stones per refresh. This is where you'll spend your sky stones to get your bookmarks. If you spend your sky stones for bookmarks directly in summoning here, you are going to get a little bit less bookmarks, and you have no ability to get mystic medals. And again, mystic medals are the way to get the rare, super strong characters in the game. So you always want to shop refresh your sky stones. Yes, it does cost gold, but I will show you guys later in the guide a super fast way to farm a ton of gold in a very short period of time. Okay, so now that we're done with that, the next thing we want to do is go to our event, and we want to go to our Hunt Expert Challenge. Okay, so with the Hunt Expert Challenge, we need to go and clear all of these out. So the first thing is complete Wyvern 7 or higher 10 times. So that's what I want you guys to do. Go into Wyvern right now, just use your current team you're using, and beat this 10 times. So if this is farming in the background, you can just go and click this once each time, and that way you're working on 2 different things at one time. It's really, really nice. So once you guys have beaten Wyvern 7 10 times, meet me back here, and I will tell you what to do or what to work on next. Okay, so once you have beaten Wyvern 7 10 different times, we are going to go ahead and go back out, and that's going to give us our first batch of missions that we are done with. Also, anytime that your thing here is done, so as you see, we finished 15 battles in the background. If you click here, you can sell all of the gear. So what I want you to do is for your auto select feature, you can come in and grab these 3 items here. Or not 3 items, but you can click all the way up to rare and 43-57. Once you do that, you can go ahead, auto select, and just sell all the pieces that come with this, and the purple piece you might have to individually click on, but usually always have done that. Just click the purple piece. So once you are to this point, if you go and click event and go to your expert or hunt expert challenge, we are now done with the wyvern portion. Now we need to obtain 10 blazing rages. So 10 blazing rages, we're going to be able to come to our inventory if you click the inventory at the top. And then if you scroll down or over to consumable, we do not have any consumables yet, but we will get some. So there's a easy way to do this. So from right here, we're going to go ahead now and click into this icon to the right. And now we need to enhance a piece of equipment to plus 15. So the first piece of equipment we're going to put to plus 15 are the boots for Tieria. Okay. So looking at this, we don't have too many charms overall. Hopefully you guys sold all your gear. So we're going to go and try to find some charms. If you come here and have completed a little bit of missions from this, you can receive the reward here. And these are going to be some of the next mission we're working toward. But the next goal we have is going to be trying to get all the way over to the 8 spirit blooms here. This is going to finish the challenge that we're currently working on. So from right here, we're going to go ahead and click event, and then we're going to go into our adventure for new heirs. We will get some rewards from this for clearing through, claim anything that you can. And mission 3, it looks like we can claim some of this. So these are going to be 20 charms right here. You might have to clear more of your unrecorded history. So this is just clearing certain stages of unrecorded history. The further you go, the more rewards you're going to get. And then you get some for purchasing catalyst. But we're going to, everything we're doing, we're waiting to claim certain items to get certain rewards. That's a whole idea of what we're doing here. So come into here, claim anything that you possibly can. This is going to give you just some more stigma, give you some extra pet tickets. And then here, this will give you some extra charms. Just keep claiming everything as you get it, just because we're going to need every single resource right now, because the game isn't really giving a lot of the beginning resources that we kind of are hoping that we'd have, like the charms. So now let's go back into our free spirit area, go to details, and then we're going to go to the boot. Okay, so our boot's already plus 12. If you have any piece that's plus 12, your goal is to get it up to plus 15. So we're going to go ahead and enhance this, try to click plus 15, and we are not able to do it because we didn't claim the charms. So you need to go into your inventory, claim the charms here, and then you should be good to go. You can also, if you have any other items in your inventory, which at this point, I'm a couple logins ahead, there's some more charms there. So just see if there's any charms that you can currently grab. But let's go ahead and upgrade this now. And hopefully we're able to get it. We are. If we take this 6 away, I'm curious if we'd be able to do it. But if you have to do more, I'll show you what to do to get to that point. All right, got to go back out. All right, so enhance one piece of plus 15. And there we go. So now that that piece of plus 15, it finishes that mission. If you have to get more, what you need to do is keep doing the background battling of that stage that I was talking about. This is 5,000 stigma here. That's really big. And then now the next thing we need to do is enhance an artifact to plus 9. So with the artifact enhancer to plus 9, let's just go to Tieria's artifact. And let's enhance this up. Just feed 1 purple into it, and that's going to give it at least plus 3. And we didn't get a great, so you can get a good or a great there to get more XP. And once we're done with that, we'll go ahead and click here. And this is going to be our of Spirit Blooms. Okay, so now the last mission for this is to promote a 5-star character to 6-star. That is our overall next goal. But before we do any of working on that, what we're wanting to do is get our hunt mission done. So with the hunt mission, the last thing that we need to do is to get the 8 catalysts. Okay, so we need to get the 8 catalysts of the Blazing Rages. So I will be back in 1 second. I'm going to go scour and see if there's any like hidden ways to get it right now, because obviously the game has changed a lot since last time I made a guide. I'll see if there's a special way to get them, because normally we would have boxes right now, but I will be back in just a second to see if I can find them. Okay, so I found 5 of the boxes. If you go to your store down at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, and then you go to packs, and you scroll down to the rank up pack 1, you will be able to get 5 boxes right there. So if you go down, just do that. You'll have 5 boxes. And then from here, what I want you to do is just go back into side story, unrecorded history. I want you guys to always have this unrecorded history stage farming on the side, and your goal is to build up AP. So what we're going to do here before we start that, though, is go to the AP exchange on the right hand side of your screen. You're going to scroll down, and we're going to find Blazing Rages. We need 3 of them. Okay, so go ahead and trade in for 3 of them, and then start farming this as well. Okay, so get this going again in the background, minimize it, and now we've gotten those 5 boxes from the rank up rewards. We're going to go into this, we're going to go to our Blazing Rages, and we're going to get 5 of them. So grab 5 of them real quick, and then now if we go into our events and then go to our Hunt Expert Challenge, we are going to have, oh, we need 10 of them. Okay, well, okay, my bad. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel this, and then we're going to go back in. Sorry, you need 10. I thought you only needed 8. So I'm going to go back into side story, and we're going to trade in for 2 more of them at the AP exchange. So come here and then go to AP exchange, trade in for 2 more Blazing Rages, and you are done. Okay, there are a bunch of ways to get catalysts in the game, but we're going to be farming so much unrecorded history that we're going to have what we need very quickly. So again, get that farming in the background right once you buy the things, go back to event, and now we go into the Hunt Expert Challenge, and we're going to be getting our Sigret. Okay, so Sigret is going to be one of our main Wyvern characters, and then these Daydream Jokers are the best artifact for it. And once we are to this point, we have new missions that are going to give us good gear sets. So we need to continually farm in the background unrecorded history, because we need to buy 2 epic catalysts for this challenge. This is going to give us an HP set. This HP set will go on our Destina or our Raz. And then whenever you promote characters, you are going to be able to, or whenever you get the epic spirit blooms, you're going to be able to get these missions here too. And there's a decent attack set there. And then everything else is just extra stuff you get. The main goals of the hunt challenge is to get this HP set, get this attack set, and then from here we're going to get a bunch of summons. Okay, so that is what we're aiming for next. But here we did just get our next mission on our achieving adventure, and it wants us to win 5 arena battles. So the next things to do is go in and start doing some of these missions that it tells you to do. You're going to be more on your own now, to an extent that you kind of should know more of what you're doing, but go ahead and go in. If you can awaken any of your characters, do any kind of boost that it'll allow you to do. So I'm going to 4-star awaken my Destina, and then I'm also going to 4-star awaken my Raz, and that'll give us a little bit of extra stat for everything that we're currently working on. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the next mission that we're going to be trying to complete. And that is going to be, if you come in, we have to promote a 5-star character to 6-star. So the first 5-star to 6-star in the game is going to be Arteria. All right, so with Arteria, we are going to go ahead and go into Sanctuary, and we're going to come over to the Forest of Souls. And you will have your Breath of Orbises. The first Breath of Orbises that you have extra, I want you to go ahead and max out your bottom right side. So all of the Breath of Orbises you've been getting, come into here and max out your workshop. And that is pretty much all I have right now. I guess I'll put a little bit into the Alchemist Steeple. But as we finish more unrecorded history, we'll be getting more of these, and there's a few more Breath of Orbises you can get in Chapter 2. And the Chapter 2 Breath of Orbises all go into your Heart of Orbis pretty much. But from here, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the right side of the Alchemist Steeple. So as you get your Breath of Orbises, your Alchemist Steeple is going to end up being 033. So we need 4 more Breath of Orbises to finish up our right side of our Alchemist Steeple. But now that we did all that, let's go into our Forest of Souls. And we are going to click down here, and we have to make we need to make these spirit wells. Okay, so you need to be farming that stage. You're going to be getting stigma every time you beat a stage there. And we're going to be going in, and we're going to be getting epic spirit blooms. Every time you get an epic spirit bloom, it's going to count for a challenge. So now that we just grabbed all those, We also finished the challenge for Angelica there. But we are going to go back to event and go to our Hunt Expert challenge. And if you can go here and look at our promotion, we now have gotten 6 out of the 20 that we need for this, which we are going to max this out, but our goal is to get 20 there. And then our other goal is we need to buy 2 epic catalysts from the AP exchange. So we're going to continually farm that. The next thing that you guys can do while this is farming in the background, just keep this going. You're going to be farming this pretty much 24/7 as much as you're on the game. You're going to have this in the background going for the next little bit. But the next thing to do is go to battle, and I want you to go into your Abyss. Okay, so now go into Abyss, and I'm going to say to clear to at least stage 20, but I'm going to go ahead and just see how far I can go into it. You're going to get a bunch of different rewards going throughout this. You're going to get some bookmarks and everything, but I want you to at least get to floor, let's say 25. Okay, so just go to floor 25, and if your background battle ends while you're going through these stages, go ahead and restart that. So I'll meet you back here once you are done with floor 25. Okay, so once you have reached floor 25, you'll have gotten a bunch of extra rewards. You can actually climb a bit higher into this if you want to. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and back out and continually do your background battle. So as you see right here, we've gotten 1700 Sigma, and we want to just, and our current AP, we want to farm this until we have 800 AP points. The more you farm, the better, because you're going to be getting gear. As you sell the gear, this is going to be how you upgrade all your equipment. So you get all the different charms, and as you see, there's charm drops there. This is a main way that you upgrade all of your gear except for your right side ring and necklace. So the way you upgrade your ring and necklace is going to be what we're going to do for a little bit next. Is if you go to battle and go to labyrinth, I've talked about this before, but this is how you upgrade that right side stuff. So we're going to go ahead, we can claim this is just junk. Again, you can go into your inventory and just do arrange, auto select, and have your auto select features like this. You can sell anything within that. We have this lifesteal set, so we can just sell it. It's not good. And then this destruction set, we can go ahead and sell it. All of this gear will not be used for anything, even this T57 lifesteal set. We will very quickly get gear that is just way better than any of this. So I'm going to go ahead and sell every single thing that you see here on my screen. Nothing needs to be kept of the early game gear. We are almost to the point where we'll have gear for everybody. That's free gear that the game gives us. So I'm going to go ahead and sell all that. And now our inventory is nice and clear. But what I want you to do from here is go in, and while you're still, again, keep farming this until you're at 800 AP, but I want you to go into your labyrinth and start doing more labyrinth tokens. So you should have a lot of labyrinth entries. I want you to burn through as many as you possibly can. Whenever you go into these, again, remember, once your morale gets low, I want you to go in and do your camp. So whenever you camp, you'll get more morale. And it's going to get you quite a few right side charms at least. And while you're going through this, another thing to be focusing on is look at the spots that have the extra little area here. You want to grab these chests, okay? Anytime you grab these chests, that is great. And also Hoochie is very good to go and check his shop. I will be uploading a kind of it's like a daily routine guide that I want you guys to all follow to make sure you get the most out of every day of playing Epic 7. So Hoochie is part of that guide, going in and checking his shop every day, especially for new players, because you need to get any charms possible from him to be able to upgrade your gear. So just go through, burn as many tokens as you can. Your ultimate goal, again, is grab any chests you can, but try to get as far as you can, as fast as you can. So our goal is to get to this fabricated altar and leave through that area, while also burning through all of our morale and also camping and burning through that extra morale we get. Okay, so go ahead and burn through some of that. If your auto battle stops in the background after every time you clear a labyrinth stage, check your auto battle, see if it's still going. If it's not, reset it and get it going again, so you're always making background progress as you're trying to complete more things. So I will come back in a little bit, show you how far we got, and I'm going to let the background battle just keep background battling. Okay, so after a pretty long grind, we are at 800 AP. Okay, that is the goal I want you guys to get to this point. It did take a while of farming. Mostly you just background battle. You don't actually have to do anything. But I went ahead and I went through some of the missions for the Achieving Adventure. I got up to the Win 10 Arena Battles mission. I'm going to keep going through this. This is what I'm going to have you guys do after the end of this video. Get as far as you can. But now that we have the AP, I want us to go to Unrecorded History and go to Adventure, and then I want you to buy you go to AP Exchange, go to Epic Catalyst, and I want you to buy 2 Fused Nerves. These are for boosting up our Spectre Tenebria. So go ahead and buy 2 Fused Nerves. Once you've bought the 2 Fused Nerves, it's going to end up giving us a bunch of challenges completed. So another thing real quick is if you haven't claimed this already, you're going to have Cigarette in your mailbox. So a free 5-star character that's one of, if not the best character for Wyvern, just the game gives you for free. So that's going to be our first 5-star character. Again, I'm going to go in and clean up my inventory, get some extra charms, and then we're going to go to our artifacts. So with the artifact tab, we're going to scroll down and we're going to lock 3 individual Daydream Jokers. Okay, we want 3 different ones, and then we're going to level up one of them with the rest of the copies. Okay, so make sure you always have at least 3 individual Daydream Jokers, and then start boosting them up as we go. I'll show you. You get enough to boost 3 up to max, and we don't need to max level them. We just need to get them to the max, and then we'll level them up to different numbers depending on how much damage we need. So that is what we're going to do there. And then we have Cigarette in our inventory, but for now what we're going to do is go ahead and go into your sanctuary. Actually, before we do the sanctuary, I want you to go to your mission. So if you go to the special event, some of you guys will likely have already claimed this, but we're going to go ahead and grab all of this. We have finished it all for the week. This is a weekly thing. You get a ton of stamina, and you get a ton of things that you can trade in. Normally, the most important thing to get from here is going to be the Mologora every single time. As you become a later game player, that is the #1 trade and priority. But for right now, for if you're getting into the game, getting some bookmarks is going to be nice. And then leaves are great, but the other most important thing is going to be these right side charms. Okay, you want to go ahead and grab the right side charms, the accessory charms for both batches, and go ahead and grab those. We're down to 200 points. So for our last 200 points, we're going to go ahead and buy 4 leaves. Okay, that is going to be our first week of buying things from in here. I know some of you guys want to buy the summon, you want to buy other things, but depending on when you start this guide, luckily for any of you starting right now, this is the beginning of this, you'll be able to buy all this out. But this it becomes a new event every time this timer goes out, and you earn points. As you see here, we have 23 hours left, and then we're going to be able to earn more points again. So we'll be able to buy everything in the shop, but if you don't have the full cycle of one of these events, you won't be able to buy anything, and that's where you need to prioritize your Mologora first. The bookmarks are good, and then those right side charms are going to be #1 go-to, but that's the normal things you buy, and then the leaves are good. And from there, if you want to buy the summon, from that point, it doesn't really matter what you buy. Everything's like equal value. But those couple items are going to be the most important things that you can get on your account, especially new players. Those accessory charms are huge. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to go into our events, and we're going to check out the Hunt Challenge event, and that is going to, if we go to Adventure, we're going to be able to get the free HP set right here. So this free HP set is amazing for new players. You end up getting 3 of them. There are 3 different Hunt Challenges, meaning you'll get 3 different ones of each time, and then we're going to have this. Anything you've completed along the way within here, go ahead and go in and grab them. These are just some catalyst boxes, some promotion materials. Everything in here is great to get. And then here we're going to have some penguins, so we'll go ahead and grab that. And then we're going to go to our Adventure for New Air challenge and see what all is left in there that we could get. So passing this, all we have to do is go through more unrecorded history. So now that we've farmed up some points, we're going to get 1,500 stigma here. And then now that we've traded in 2 catalysts, we're going to get 20 penguins and 7 more boxes. As you see, we need to buy 1 more catalyst, epic catalyst from what we were doing. And then this, we'll just get these, which right side charms are really good, and the 1,000,000 gold is nice. We'll get that just for beating more stages. So from right here, now that we're to this point, we're going to go into our sanctuary, and we are going to take any stigma that we have gotten so far, and we are going to make more spirit blooms. So just make as many as you can, and now we're going to see how close we are to getting our free Spiriteria to 6-star. So we're going to click promotion on her, and then we're going to click, as you see, we have 18 of 20 now. If you don't have as many as me, you just might need to go farm and make some more. Just keep doing unrecorded history the way that you've been doing it. But when you click combine spirit blooms, it's going to take your lesser spirit blooms and combine them into each other. So as you see, 10 of these is going to equal 2 of these. And then now we have the 20 spirit blooms needed to 6-star her. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And that is going to finish the last challenge of our remarkable adventure. So now we have a free Spiriteria at 6-star. You can go in here and you can level her up. Having her at level 60 right away is fantastic. It's going to help you a ton. Just to farm faster, she will hit everything harder. And now that we've done that, we'll go to our remarkable adventure and claim all the stuff. This is another free attack set that we get. And then we claim this, and this is another summon we can do. And now that batch of missions is done. So this free attack set, I don't know if we'll end up using it. We probably will end up using these right side pieces here, the ring and the neck. But in terms of the rest of this, you can go ahead and lock it. and we will probably not end up using it because the other sets that we get are better, but that is another attack set that you do have now that's better than everything else that the game's tried to give us to this point. But that right side gear is nice. So now we are to the Achieving Adventure. I'm just going to go ahead and claim all of the stuff that it's trying to give me. And then now I have to win 10 arena battles. But now that we have our Free Spiritaria up to 6-star, we are going to go ahead and check her gear, see what level it all is, because she is going to be our main farmer. So I'm going to go ahead and just boost everything up to +9 and get her a little bit more situated. And then we're going to put the free HP gear. I think, sorry, I've been sick. That's why those of you that guys are like, where's the guide been? I've been sick. I was just sick, and then I woke up today with the worst headache of all time. So that is where I've been. I don't know why I keep getting sick. Hopefully it goes away after this, but that is why uploads have been taking longer. But okay, so now that we have done all this, we're going to go ahead and go to our Destina. We're going to manage our equipment, and we're going to, well, first up, we need to go into our inventory here and claim all the stuff that we just got from all the missions that we did. Okay, so come in here, grab all this stuff. If you weren't able to 6-star, there's going to be some of the promotion things in there, but here is the free HP set. These free HP sets are insanely good to help you like start going through the game and hard carrying you through the game. So the first one we're going to put on our Destina. So as you see right here, our Destina now has this free HP set, and we're going to go ahead. We don't need to upgrade the sword at all. We're going to upgrade the helmet 2+9. We're going to upgrade the chest 2+9. We're going to upgrade the boots 2+9, and it's just a starting point. Then we'll upgrade the gear more and more as we go along. But this at least gives her a lot more stat compared to what she had, and it's just going to make things much, much easier going through the game. So go ahead and upgrade this 2+9. And okay, that all went into speed. It's funny. And then we upgrade this 2+9. Okay, so now that all this is upgraded 2+9, we're going to go ahead and stop there. So the sword you can upgrade to +6 if you want. It's not a big deal either way. The thing is, yeah, she got effectiveness usually. These for some reason always go effectiveness. But the sword it's going to give her attack, and she's a soul weaver, so that isn't going to benefit us at all. But now that we have done all that, our team is looking much, much better. And if you want to go into Raz, see if you can 6 or 5-star him as well. You don't need to 6-star him yet, but just go ahead and 5-star your Raz. It's going to give him some more ability to get more stat, and then from here our team is looking much, much better. Okay, so that is your first 6-star. Now I'm going to give you a list of things that's going to be the end of this video that you could work on going into tomorrow. One of the biggest things is just keep unrecorded history farming the background as much as you can. The more you farm unrecorded history, the more stigma, the more charms, the more everything you get from that, the more just stigma in general to make your 6-stars and everything, the better. And then also start going through this list of missions, the Achieving Adventure. They're all pretty straightforward. You should have a decent understanding of the basic parts of the game now that you can kind of guide yourself. So just go through and just get as far as you can with this. What I'm going to do is get up to the clear hunt 620 times mission before next video. And then other than that, I'm going to go and clear some of Adventure. I have to clear Adventure to go through the missions there. So I'm just going to go into the Sidonia, and I'm going to clear up to probably about stage 3 or stage 4, just fully clear that out. And then the first thing I'm going to do, though, that I want you guys to do, maybe before you start with your heavy farm, we are going to talk about side stories tomorrow, right away at the first part or beginning of tomorrow's video. We're going to go in and talk about which side story to pick from this. But for right now, I don't want you to focus on that, because whatever character we get, we're not going to be messing with for quite a long time. But I want you to get further in this. So go ahead and continually progress through these missions here. Okay, just keep going through and get as far as you can through unrecorded history. You should be able to beat it with this team that we currently have now. Your Raz will die a lot, but that's fine. If you need to go upgrade gear as you're farming and doing things and selling the junk gear and getting the charms, you can upgrade the gear on your Tyria. The sword, the helmet, the boots, your Spectre Tibria, the sword, the helmet, the chest, the boots, all of that stuff you can upgrade, and it's going to make you a little bit stronger. You can even upgrade your Destina's gear. Just don't upgrade Raz's gear at all for right now. And we are going to get a free gear set for him. So that is all I have for this video. It's just going to be progressing through all of this to the best of your ability. And I will be back tomorrow. We're going to go over Story Summon. We're going to start making our Wyvern team, and I'll show you what we need to start working on from that point. So thank you guys for watching. Again, sorry this is late. I am sick of being sick. That's all I can say. I am sick of being sick, and hopefully this is the last round of nonsense I have to deal with. It's holidays, so I've been going around a little bit more, so that's probably why. So hopefully this is done. Thank you for bearing with me. I will have the next episode up. I'm starting to record it right now. I'm going to try to take advantage of this day that I'm feeling somewhat normal again. But again, just clear through all of unrecorded history, and I will come back and I'll show you my overall progress tomorrow. But if you're curious as to what the overall everybody looks like, I'll show the stats real quick on everyone, just so you can see and make sure you're around the same point. So here's our Free Spiritaria. She's looking pretty good. Your stats won't be the exact same because it depends on how your gear rolls. Then we have our Destina. She's on the new free set. We have our Spectre Tenebria, which, again, we can upgrade some of her gear, and she will end up being stronger, like the ring. Even just upgrading this to +6 would be a massive boost, an extra 7% attack, and we got some extra crit damage there. So any upgrades you want to do, just try not to upgrade your right side gear too much. Don't go +9 on it, because we do need a lot of right side upgrades. So there you go. That is the 4 characters we're using. If you want to, you can go back and put the HP set, the little bit better HP set on Raz. It's not going to make a big difference regardless, but you can put the stuff on Raz, and the stuff that was on your Destina, it'll give him a little bit of a boost, but I wouldn't upgrade it all because we're going to be switching his gear off soon anyway. So that is it. We also got Cigarette. We will be working on her, but that is going to be the end of part 3 of the guide. I will see you guys all in part 4 of the guide as soon as I get it done. I will be much faster this time.